Am I even in the frame? I don't even think I'm in the frame. Hold on. Let me move this over. Hold on. Uno momento. Hold on, guys. I got to move this here. Move this up here. All right. We're getting there, guys. We are getting there. All right. I think this looks all right. Am I crooked? Probably I'm a little crooked. What else is new? Let's move the camera down just a little bit. There we go. The Fluffmeister in the chat already. Anyway, we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, we are live. Welcome to another episode of Nothing. We're just rambling. We're just talking. Yeah. All right. Let's see. All right. God, I'm a mess, folks. All right. We have in the chat Mr. Fluffy Jeep Guy. He drives a Toyota Corolla, folks. Don't let the name fool you. Hey, y'all. Desert Tactical, my man. You know what's funny? I really want to go train in the desert and just go shoot in the middle of nowhere, man. That looks like a lot of fun. What's up, all? I'm in the chat. We do have a guest. He'll get here when he gets here. He's kind of bougie. He just kind of shows up whenever he wants. But we are going to talk a lot about SHOT Show. And, man, so much cool stuff at SHOT this year. We got JJ Rainey in the chat. What's up? D Green, how's Florida, buddy? Otto E. Nulia? Man, I think I pronounced that. I'm pretty sure I got that wrong. But hey, man, welcome to Smash Time's rambling of just ramblings. So today we're going to talk a lot about SHOT Show. We're going to talk a lot about just whatever you guys want to talk about, ammo, whatever. D Green says it's cold this week. I don't know. Cold in Florida is what, 60? Boo-hoo. So SHOT Show was last week. There was a lot of cool products, a lot of cool stuff there. And I did not. So I approached SHOT Show this year like an adult. Well, like a responsible adult. No drinking, no gambling. And I just worked all the booths I could work, introduced myself to as many people as I could, and just try to connect and find really cool products to bring on the show, bring on the channel. And I think I succeeded. I think I got a lot of cool stuff coming. And I did see a few kind of cool things at SHOT Show. Let's see. I did have a question for the chat or everyone who's watching. So when you were watching, I'm sure you guys are watching some SHOT Show coverage come up. Hopefully you guys all watched my PSA video a few times because I need that video to crush. And is there anything you guys saw at SHOT Show? Is there any guns that you saw that are coming out that you're excited about? Because there's a lot. I saw a few that I was super excited about. Yeah, I'm the first one to cry about the cold. Whatever, buddy. Whatever. PSA video was great. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. The staccato seat. So let me tell you guys about the staccato booth at SHOT. So staccato had a really nice booth at SHOT Show. Very, very cool. And Tuesday morning, I got up and I made a beeline to the staccato booth because I wanted to check it out. And it was absolutely packed to the gills with people. I mean, abnormally so. I took a video and I sent it to Mad Mike because he's a big staccato guy. And it was banana pants over there. You couldn't even get into the booth. And I'm like, okay, I'll come tomorrow, Wednesday. It'll probably be a lot more calmer on a Wednesday. I went over on Wednesday. Same thing. Absolutely packed to the gills, shoulder to shoulder. I'm like, forget that noise. I'll go back to staccato on Friday. So I go Friday morning, and you could actually kind of see the guns Friday morning, but it was absolutely packed to the gills with people. So staccato was a huge success. They got the magic formula, you know. They do. Staccato has the magic formula. They have people really interested in their products. Staccato C, Staccato Heritage Edition, Staccato Potato. Seeing them all lined up next to each other, they're all kind of look the same. You know, the XL stood out because it's so big. The C2 was cool. I don't know. Staccato is cool. They really have it figured out. Let's see. Isaac says the PSA MP7. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Are you talking about the that new little that was on my cover? That thing looks pretty sweet. Hopefully they'll release it. So let me tell you about PSA. PSA comes every year to SHOT Show. This is my third SHOT Show, and every year PSA comes in full effect. They are there, and they're just like, hey, we're going to make some cool shit. Does it ever get made? Maybe, maybe not. But the fact that they're trying new stuff, they actually have working production, like that shotgun they have, you got to think they're going to make it eventually. They already have working production models of it. So I don't know. The Dagger 22, I could care less. The Dagger 45 would be kind of cool. I wouldn't mind getting a Dagger in 45. That'd be pretty sweet. JJ, I'm doing a lot going on. How about you? Fluffy is on his couch right now watching Roadhouse or Escape from LA. They call me Snake. Stuff like that. Boss Hog, what's up, man? I'm glad you picked up that you picked up the Stoger. That's a great gun. I'm selling I'm selling a few guns if you want to reach out. Anybody needs some guns. I got a couple I got a couple guns on the market. Just saying. Wink, wink. Very cool stuff. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So look, I take a lot of these SHOT Show videos. You see a lot of YouTubers want to be in front of the camera with the guy talking about the product. That's not me. I want to show you the product and have them talk about it intelligently as fast as I can. Now, that PSA video ran a little longer than I wanted it to, and I tried to chop it up, but man, it was all right. Let's see. The Jackal 9, a lot of people were hating that. I thought it was kind of cool. The Bullpup Jackal, yeah, all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, ladies, we are honored, blessed, grateful to have our guest come on this hour. I'm super excited. And if you guys don't know, you don't follow his channel, you should be, because it's my very good friend, Kyle from the Gear Know-How. What's up, buddy?
What is happening? How you doing?
I'm doing, man. You know, I decided to start a little early and warm them up for you.
Oh, thank you.
And we were just starting to talk about the PSA booth.
Oh, the PSA booth. That was probably the crown jewel of the show, I think. At least for newness and excitement on the internets and whatnot.
Yeah, and every video that has PSA, it took me. So Tuesday, I left the show early. I went to the hotel. I cut the video.
Yep.
And I tried to release it at 6:30. And it got yellowed out.
Yep. Same.
Wait. My alarm just went off in my front door.
Oh, no. Quick, grab something off the wall. Grab something off the wall.
I know. I'll just grab all these unloaded guns off the wall.
The airsoft.
Hey, man, that airsoft freaking hurts. Hey, so look, that's 360 feet per second. That sucker stings when it hits.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
We used to play in the woods all the time as teenagers, and we're like, maybe just glasses, just in case. That's about it.
Wait, there's someone out front. Who is this? Oh, Kyle, it's your show. I'll be right back.
Taurus have any new guns? I think Taurus had a bolt action. I swang through that booth. They had some new executive options. Executive Judge I did play around with. That was pretty cool. And then I played with their bolt action, their executive series, because I have a Defender, like Taurus 856, whatever it is. And their executive series is smooth as butter for Taurus, I got to say. I mean, their normal Defender line is great too. I have a snub nose, like Model 85 or whatever. That's pretty good. But yeah, the Judge is pretty cool. Taurus, like I said, bolt action. Did you say when the Jackal was going to come out? Oh yeah, that one, the 762 by 39. Oh, look at that!
Somebody sent me flowers.
You're welcome. No, I was kidding.
A little gay. A little gay.
This should be a note. You can read it after. Jackal is cool. I heard you guys talking about the 9mm Jackal. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought the 9, it looked cool. It is cool. I have a PSA ARV, which is like the same thing except blowback. So it's really what's your poison. Smash got a secret admirer. Yep. Yeah, snub nose 38 Taurus. I actually carried that for a while in like a hybrid, some company that had like
all right. Sorry about that.
Sorry about there. That. Yeah, we're
Someone
talking about
sent
Taurus
me flowers.
Oh, cool.
How bizarre. For
that
what?
Is, I don't know. Secret admirer from SHOT Show. Who did you really rub up to, huh?
Oh, I broke a lot of knee pads at SHOT Show. I'm not gonna lie. Man, let's see. We got Chris from the 740. I finally got to meet this guy. He's a giant. I love taking pictures next to him though, because I look very petite and tiny. So
nice.
That's my new photo buddy.
Nice.
All right. So as far as SHOT, what did you see at the PSA booth? Like, what was your top gun?
For just for PSA?
Just for PSA. We'll start with PSA.
Okay. All right. So the X57 obviously was their number one voting thing going on too on the website apparently, but also the fact that people are excited for a 5.7 in a different kind of format. Like I'm not a 5.7 guy, but I thought it was neat that they brought out just something different that competes with HK with that MP7, which is like, I think people are excited about that. It's funny. I went to PSA X57, fondled,
right.
drooled on a little bit. I'm sure you saw that when you picked it up too. There's probably some residue. And then I came over to the HK booth and messed around with the MP7. The ergos obviously are better on that X57 than the original MP7. So I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go, but I think that was really neat. It's a neat concept. Now it is, going to be like an SBR / whatever you want to do to it, right? So it's going to be kind of a weird thing. So I don't know how many people are actually going to buy it. They're excited about it, and we'll see when this comes out in a year or two, basically, right? That was really cool. I thought they're bolt guns. They have a saber. One of my things, I have a video coming out too. I know yours launched like a day or two ago. I have one coming out too, and I tried to talk about different things. I talked a lot about the bolt action saber edition. They have bolt guns, but they have nicer saber bolt guns, and these are like buttery smooth. They have real nice crisp triggers. It's like a Trigger-Tec trigger. And they just were like really, really nice. And they take Magpul magazines. Like it's pretty cool. Different calibers, like 308, 300 blackout, all those good ones, right? So
the action was really smooth in those too.
Yeah,
the bolt throw was really, really nice, and it came with an oversized bolt from the get-go.
It did, and the nice. I don't know if you saw the handguard. You can actually take it off without taking apart the bolt or the actual body of the receiver and everything. So it like just comes off with a couple of bolts. It's their handguard. You can swap it out for something smaller, different color, longer, whatever. So it's kind of neat. They're coming out with that, and of course the price point's gonna be pretty, right? So with PSA, I thought the Crink. Everyone's excited about the Crink. I think people, they want to have something like that. They can't really build very well, so they need someone to kind of get it for them. Especially the furniture alone is pretty hard to source. So someone would like to see PSA.
And that one is pretty red in February.
I know that's the first one out, honestly, guys.
It's like coming out in February. I was really kind of into the shotguns, man. I thought the shotguns were really cool. Hopefully it comes in around 5 or less, maybe 550.
I thought they thought of everything that the big boys, Beretta, Benelli, they should have thought of.
Red dot right away.
They cut the red dot, sunk it down, co-witness. I mean, come on. Like, and the barrel is attached to the actual magazine tube, and it just pops out, and you can switch it out like for whatever you want, short barrel, whatever you need. That I thought was really cool. Like it's not a whole piece; it just like comes out with it's just 2 pieces.
And one thing I understood, a lot of shotguns, you have the the release is under where you can rack the slide, right?
Yep.
This one, it's right on the side.
Yep. Where your
Push
finger
it with
is,
your finger.
like a
Yeah.
safety almost. Yeah. I think that was really nice. We'll see. That's actually, I think, probably on the bottom of their list for what's being voted on. From what I've heard, just because like everything else is so excited about like the the 5.7 and all that, and the bullpups and like the Vuk, which is like a AK Jackal love child.
I don't know about that name. That name's a little weird. Chris
Vuk.
Matthews in the chat says 10 millimeter dagger, but they're only making it in a compact form. They're not making a full size 10 mil dagger.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with small 10 mil guns. They suck.
They're a little bitey. If I can't shoot it good, why would I care?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe he has a sweet talking Scooch. I was sweet talking Scooch.
Was he there?
I made him really mad at IV88
Why?
last year. It's a good story. You want to hear it real quick?
Story time.
All right, story time. So it's IV88, and there's Such walking up with this camera guy. And I go, hey, Such, big fan. I like your show. Good stuff. I like your survival podcast or your survival channel a little bit better. But I got to ask you a question. In the beginning of your gun reviews, you're always shooting, but I never hear a ding. Are you shooting at something, or are you just kind of shooting into the woods? And then he goes, hey, look at here, Junior. You know what you're telling me? I've been shooting longer than you've been alive. Of course I'm shooting at a target. What are you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. So I was like, calm down. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Don. Relax, buddy.
They should have got the seal plate with a wrench. Ding, ding, ding.
Right? JJ Rainey says 38 special snub nose Taurus. Rise Armament. I didn't see anything from Rise Armament.
I didn't swing by. It's a lot to see. I don't know if you guys know this. It's like, what? A few floors and 5-6 buildings. Like, it's crazy. Like 5-6 rooms.
Yeah. Did you ever go up to the supplier showcase?
Nope. Not this year. I have in the past. No. I should focus on something like that next time. Actually, I decided next year I'm going to do the Caesars Forum first because I did not get to see everything there. There's a lot. There's like 3 big rooms.
Right. I might try and do that next year too.
Like Ruger's over there. Primary Arms is over there. Like Dead Air Silencers. Like a bunch of big companies are over there. There's like a helicopter over there, like an MRAP. Like there's some cool stuff to play with.
Jesus says the Canik TTI looks awesome. I don't know.
So, all right, guys.
Did you mess with it?
Yes, quite a bit.
What do you think? Do you think it's worth the money?
Yeah, I didn't talk to Taryn. I did get one of his coins though. Do you see they brought a bunch of special edition coins? I was talking to the Canik guy, and I'm not a coin guy, but it's fun because like at SHOT Show, it's weird. You get all these coins all of a sudden, and one of the things they had was like 150 limited edition like gold coins. So I was like, hey, where did you get that coin from? And they're like, oh, you can get it with the gun, or we have 150 here, but you have to talk to Taryn. And I was like, I don't really want to talk to
Taryn. Taryn is an interesting guy.
He's an interesting guy. Personality.
I walked by the Century booth, and he was introducing the TTI in his Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation voice for the whole bit.
Yeah.
And he was talking, and I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? He's eclectic. He's a strange gentleman.
Yes.
Just saying.
So TTI, I like.
Do you like it? Yes or no?
Yes, but it's got to be cheaper, and it might be. It might come back under. It's not.
I would pay maybe $700 for that gun, maybe $600. And how much are they asking for it? Did they tell you?
$1,000.
Bah, not worth it.
So here's the deal, guys. He obviously customized Glocks, right? That's his claim to fame. I have never messed with a Terran. Have you messed with any of his Sand Vipers or any of that stuff?
Yeah, I shot the Sand Viper.
What do you think?
Not worth the money. It's nice.
The several mortgages.
I would pay the Sand Viper and the Pit Viper. I would probably pay maybe $1,200-$1,400 for those guns. I'd put them like Legion Precision, not Legion. I would put them like a SIG P320 Legion. That price point, like around $1,100, $1,200, $1,300. No more than that.
Yep. So here's the weird part about TTI. So I've messed with all of them. There's like a gunmetal color. There's a gold, bronze color. I have a Gen 1 SFX, which is now like the Meta, and it's like there's a bunch of them, right, that are like very similar looking now.
Yeah.
It's basically that with a removable comp, and it feels the same and already has the same good Canik trigger. This thing should be like $700. Like, give them $100 for the name, like for real.
Dude, Canics in general are no longer a good cheap option. They're
No,
all pricey. How much did you pay for that gun when you got it? Like around 5?
I have an SFX. I think I got it for like 450. It's the whiteout, which I know you're not a big fan of.
Oh, my buddy got one. The thing gets
Yeah,
dirty quick, but I
it
tell
does
you
get
what,
dirty. It
for
shoots good though.
$500, a Canic was crushing it. Now
Yeah,
they're 7.
for
Mm.
a Meta and all that. Yeah, yeah, it's weird.
Got Shooting Gallery, formerly New England in the house. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, bud? You like some of my
D
stuff?
Green says, "What do you think about CZ and Colt merge?" I think it's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Did you go by the Colt booth? There's like nothing. Like, what are they
It's,
doing?
so at TriggerCon, I met the CZ guy, and we were hanging out having lunch, and I guess they had just laid off the entire staff after the merger. It was bad. So they're going through. I don't know what they're going through. I love CZs, man. I would rather have a CZ than a Colt. I
Yeah.
know it's taboo to say that out loud, but
Well, 20, 30 years ago, you'd probably be like, oh, Colt all the way, because they owned some of the market
right,
for at least the military contracts. And now it's
right.
like kind of a has been.
Yeah,
They're
it's
trying to get back up.
weird. I'm hoping it shakes out pretty well.
I went by the CZ booth. Obviously, nothing too new. I still like that Bren too. I'd like to get one in like 16 inches, but they are just all overseas now, and they're trying to pump a bunch of military contracts and stuff. Also, their Shadows, which I know you've had a couple of Shadow 2s. I've never had one, but the Shadow 2 just feels so good.
I love it. It's
And the
such a great
compact is
gun.
good too. Yeah, the compact is good, but it's kind of defeats the purpose. Like, you're going to carry a kind of a competition pistol. I don't know. It's kind of heavy.
Yeah, but it is pretty cool.
It is cool.
Chris Matthews says, did PSA say, I actually asked this question and they said no. They're working on a 308, and that's the only caliber they're focusing on right now.
It's the VOOC, right? I mean, the VOOC is kind of the 760x39 Jackal. Just the lower is different, right?
Yeah, I guess. I just can't get over that name, man.
I know.
It's terrible. Hey, get out of here.
Yeah, Bren 2 is phenomenal. Absolutely. I've shot it before. It's hard to come by. That 16 inches like a couple of grand. It's crazy. It's cool.
Shooting
though.
Gallery says his shop has a bunch of Canics and they're sitting around 657. Yeah, their MSRP and street price are still the same, but I would pay
it's a cheap gun.
even at 650. That's starting to get up there.
You remember the Gen 1s, like when Canik first hit the scene, they were like 350 and people were freaking out like 10 years ago. That's where it should have stayed. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, I remember the first IV88 I went to, Century was there. That's the first time I even seen a Canik, and they were like $499 most places, and it came with all this cool stuff and came in this big case, and I was like, wow, that's pretty sweet. Let's see. Just like anything else that's good and works, either they discontinue it or raise the price. That's true. Supply and demand. Lucky Dog has a point. It's capitalism at its finest. All right, so SHOT Show 2024. What did you see that's not a specific gun? You see any gun parts that were cool?
So I've never messed with them before, but I did finally get a chance to. The Radian Afterburner and Ramjet, those comps that are like
I've
for
never
design.
shot one, man. I heard they're pretty cool.
They're for the Glock, like 17, maybe 19.
That's why I never shot one.
I'm not a Glock guy, so I'm sorry, guys. But they are making it now for the SIG P365 series. You can go and attach it to your 365 general slide and run it on like an X macro frame or something, or an XL frame, which is absolutely sick, because now you have something that's even a better comp than the X macro, and it allows you to kind of build your own X macro for cheap.
What about holster compatibility though?
It's the same. It's the same kind of footprint as like an X macro. So I was messing with them. I did a full review on it, so you guys will see a video probably in a few days. I'm doing like every couple of days. I'm doing a video now, but yeah, I thought it was really cool. It shoots stupid flat for as small as a 365 is, and I don't know. I'm gonna try to get one in. Try to get one in a review.
I wonder if they'd make it for the Legion. That'd be sweet. I love my SIG Legion. I mean,
yeah,
I love it. The 320. I love
I
it.
want to get a on my like short list is a P226, like a P226 Legion, like a nice one. That'd be really cool, just to have because
My buddy just
they
picked
feel
one
good.
up. They're pretty cool
They
guns.
just feel good, you know.
All right, for me, there was a company that made a collapsible gas pedal. So
Oh,
everybody in the chat, a gas pedal, like on a lot of race guns, you'll see that little thumb thing, right? That sticks out on the left side. You can rest your thumb, and it's called a gas pedal. So when you get your grip really good, you can push on it. This one was spring loaded. So it goes in any existing holster you have. And when you pull it out, it just flips out. And it's super sturdy. Very cool idea. And I love shooting a lot of race guns, and I love that little extra stability a gas pedal gives you. And you will see that on the channel for sure. I can't wait to get my hands on it.
those are cool.
I forgot the name of the company though. Shame on me. It's in my
Well,
notes.
okay, good. I was gonna say
I
I'm gonna
took
get my hands on
notes.
it. Yeah, I took a lot of notes on my phone, and also just took a lot of videos on my phone, just so I can go back and look at it, or post a bunch of reels or whatever it is. But there's such cool amount of stuff to see there, new and old, just to get your hands on and just kind of get a feel for what's coming up.
Yeah, I had a marker with me, and every business card I got, I would write either suppressor or just a real quick note of what they had that I really liked, and then that was really key this year. I wish I had done that last year.
Yeah.
Last year, I got home, took all these business cards out of my bag, and I had no clue what any of this stuff went to.
Yep.
So I was like, well, eh,
And then you have a lot of guys doing digital business cards now. I got a lot of those where you here scan my thing and pull it up. I'm like, all right.
right.
Now I got to sort through my phone, but all right.
One piece barrel gas block flash hider suppressor mount was kind of cool. Shooting. God, get out of here, you dumb cat. Jeez.
Was that one piece the thing I saw on the end of the Glock that was like it was like a
I don't know.
suppressor flash can thing?
I don't know.
I think I saw videos of that. I didn't see it at the show, but I heard about it and people thought it was really cool. It's like a one piece thing that slides under the barrel and makes like a suppressor.
Do you know
On
who
it.
had something like that? Was Foxtrot Mike on their rifles? They had like an all-in-one piece. Yeah, it was the gas
Yeah,
block. Everything was all on one piece of steel, which
they
is
got some
kind of
cool stuff.
cool.
I've never messed with them before. Mr. Big Kid, friend Steve there, he used to mess with some of the Foxtrot mic stuff. He loved it.
Chris Matthews says I heard Magpul is making SIG P320 mags now.
Yep. So they have a thing called their was it EMAG or TMAG or something? I don't know. But one is they have clear Magpul magazines now, so clear 5.56 mags, 300 blackout, and they have their first metal mag, and it is a SIG 320 metal mag. I did grab a video of that too, so I'll probably post that at some point. You guys check it out.
Nice. The wing thing needed a surefire light to work. What's a wang
A
thing?
wing thing. You know,
I don't know.
Surefire, there's a bunch of companies making specific wings for your thumbs and your pointer finger to rest on with that Surefire light, that big X300 light. I
No,
saw
no,
like
no, no.
people,
Red Groove Roller.
no?
This one works in any existing holster you already have.
Oh,
It's very slender. It's very sleek.
interesting.
I'll post a video tomorrow. So I took like a little quick video of it. But yeah, it works in all your existing holsters, and it wasn't flashlight specific. I've seen some flashlight specific
Yeah.
accessories.
3D printing was a big deal, I think, this year too. I don't know if you saw a lot of that stuff, but there's a lot of like parts that are made with like really nice 3D printing. And of course, you have the suppressors that are now 3D printed with like titanium. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Ghost Tactical. That's another guy we should have on the chat. Hey Ghost, you want to
Oh
hop
yeah.
on? You got your makeup on, Ghost? I'll send you a link to come in. Have you met Ghost Tactical before?
Oh yeah. No, I don't think I've met him.
He is one of the he dresses rather kooky.
Oh, okay.
I love it, man. I love his crazy style. I love it. All right, okay. I'm gonna go send him a link. He is you ever meet somebody and you immediately like them? That's Ghost Tactical.
Yeah.
Most people I meet, I'm like, I don't know if I like you. But Ghost is cool. He's a good dude.
Good.
Let's see. Let me see if I have. I think I have his email. I think I have his OnlyFans. Oh, right here, ghosttactical@yahoo.com. Look at that.
Ska pants and Hawaiian shirts. Yep.
Yeah. He's always dressed pretty cool, man. He's got a really. I met him at TriggerCon. Man, TriggerCon is something you got to go to, buddy.
Yeah. I hear good things.
It was so much fun. TriggerCon, I think, is TriggerCon was great.
Okay.
Don't miss it if you can. You get a lot of work done at TriggerCon. A lot of networking in a very short amount of time. Liberty can't be canted. I love my Foxtrot mic AR9 lower. So Foxtrot mic is a company I just ran into, and they had a lot of cool stuff. They have a 7.62 by 39 AR15 that is supposed to be bulletproof. And I just reviewed one, and the gun was great, but the review died. It was a terrible review. I probably should have done a better job on it.
You never know what's going to rocket to fame and crash.
I know.
You never
I worked
know.
really hard on it. The video just wasn't coming together, and I'm probably gonna do another video on it. I'm gonna do like a 1,000 round update. But Hector says, "Hey Smash, where can I find some AK ammo at a good price in Texas? In Texas, I don't know, Hector. At a good price, I go online and shop either 2A, a warehouse, obviously, or you know what's a really good one too is sgammo.com.
Oh, yeah.
Sgammo.com is good because if you spend a certain amount, you get free shipping. And when they ship ammo, they like double box it sometimes if it's real heavy. SG Ammo is the bee's knees.
I go there a lot. Yeah. What's 7.62, man? Like by 39 is like what, 50 cents a round now? Like at least.
It's not that much, but it's getting up there, man.
It's crazy, and it's not going to get any better until PSA starts running their ammo. Their production's about to start, though.
Well, the thing too is like you have events like Red October,
yep,
and Kalash Bash, and they go through thousands and thousands of rounds.
Yeah,
what are they gonna do now? Because the AK crowd was, it's always been like the budget awesome round to have. Now it's drying up. Switch to 5.56 AKs, 223 AKs.
that's the thing, right?
I don't know.
That's what the movement's showing right now.
Shooting Gallery, what's up, buddy? I hope you make TriggerCon. Vanessa, my favorite person. Vanessa, I really want to have you on my live stream. One day. She's always posting like crazy stuff. Like she ex-military, but she really knows her stuff, and she contributes like really concise, good information.
What's her tag? Vanessa
Kitty.
Vanessa Kitty. Let's see. I don't know if I follow her.
Rare Groove Roller Wing from Animator needs Surefire Light. If you found a better option, I can't wait to see it. Yeah, Rare Groove. This one fits on any pistol, any stock holster you already have, and it just comes out. It's really thin, but it's steel. It's really cool. I'll post some pictures up tomorrow. All right, look at this. Let me add this guy. All right.
What up?
What's up? I got no. I can't see your pretty face. What's going on?
I'm on my phone.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
I'm out on the back porch smoking. So
nice. Hey man, so what did you see at SHOT that really got your knickers twisted? That you were like, wow, that's really cool.
There was a lot of cool stuff this year. I think some of the companies are getting back into innovation and producing stuff now that 2023 is gone. So I think a lot of stuff they were maybe planning on putting out in 23 when the crash hit, they held off. So it was kind of cool. Man, there was some cool stuff. One of my favorite ones is going to be two of them are Global Ordnance coming out with some really cool stuff. They're actually coming out with an AR that they built with Foxtrot mic. So I've worked with Foxtrot mic for a while now, and so I'm excited about that. They've also got the 16-inch rifle in the Strybog 10 millimeter. Looking forward to getting that. That's going to be badass. Black Rain Ordnance came out with a pistol. which I've been working with Black Rain Hornets for a while now, and they came out with a pistol, which is kind of strange for them, but it's awesome. So I'm looking forward to that.
I wonder what that's MSRP'd at.
I want to say it's like $549 or something like that.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad. It's you know it's their basically Glock 19 version type thing. You know.
Nice. Oh, you know what booth I stopped by? So I stopped by Kel-Tec, and I was talking to God. What's that guy's name? Hammer. I think his name was Hammer. When at first I was like, "That's a cool ass name, Hammer. That's your real name."
Right.
Yeah, it's Hammer. Dude, you gotta be badass to have a name like that. So I was like, "Hey, yeah, I reviewed the Kel-Tec Sub 2000." He goes, "Yeah, I remember. Smash Time, right?" I'm like, "Oh shit," because I kind of went not hard in the paint against it, but I didn't like it at all. And then he goes, "You got to check out the new version. Like you have a new version, and the way,
it's not bad actually.
Dude, it's awesome. It solved all my gripes."
Yep.
Yeah. See, I never had a problem with Sub 2000. I know a lot of people that did. I've never had a single issue with my Sub 2000 ever.
It wasn't an issue. It was like, I couldn't get a very good eye relief on the iron sights. And then like nobody in my family but me could pull the charging handle back. It was just my kids couldn't use it. My wife can't use it.
Yeah.
So in an emergency situation, it's useless if I'm not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they fixed it. Now it's super light. It's super easy to pull back.
It's good. They did a good job on it.
New trigger and everything. So I can't wait to get one.
Yep, it's pretty good stuff. Yeah, they did a good job on that one, and we need Kel-Tec. That's the problem. People trash on Kel-Tec all the time. But what they don't understand is a lot of the guns that are out are based off Kel-Tec designs from 20 years ago. They never put the money into doing it right, but the design work, they're incredibly innovative design work. They just don't make great products out all the time, but the designs are being stolen by everybody because they're good designs.
Yeah. I mean, I always tell people Kel-Tec is like, if they had just spent another $100 in production costs, their guns would have been.
Yeah. But the industry needs the Kel-Tecs of the world because they're pushing the envelope in a lot of design work, Like, let's just be real. Like, it wasn't the first PCC. The Sub 2000 kind of make the PCC relevant back in the day,
Yeah, that's a good point. So Kyle, what else did you see at SHOT that you was like cool? Did you see any products or anything that's was like out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary. Well, that Sub 2000 is a pretty cool setup, right? I mean, I did get to mess around with that, and it's still like under $500 or whatever he said it was going to be. So that's pretty cool for what it is. Products that I thought was kind of unique. So Harrington and Richardson is like the old H&R brand AR company, right?
Right.
They're coming out with, or they're kind of fishing for the idea of doing a LMG, which is like named after like a Colt LMG, which is like a big boxy handguard. It's like a heavy barreled AR machine gun kind of thing. And everyone's excited for it. It was in a bunch of video games, like it was in like New Vegas or something, like whatever the games were. And I posted a couple of videos about it, and people went crazy for it because it's going to be an upper. It's not going to be a full gun, so it's an upper. They're developing. They can go on any AR lower. And
do they have a working production copy?
They do. It was on the floor, and I messed with
it.
They have no idea yet. They're still working on it because they have to figure out how to produce Colt parts that have not been produced in like 2 decades. So he's going to make these handguards that are proprietary in a handle. So we'll see. It's probably going to be like $1,000 or whatever. Who knows, right? But it is kind of a neat thing for people who really want like that, Colt heavy barreled RPK, but it's an AR. That's really what it was. It was a heavy barreled AR that was like a machine gun design. So that was really cool as an idea. From any other handgun perspective, I thought it was neat to see. So DPMS, have you ever shot DPMS before? ARs, AKs?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they're good. They're good.
AKs? DPMS makes an AK?
They do. Yeah. And they're only through distributors, so you can go to Cabela's or whatever. Crazy thing is, they're coming out with a DPMS Panther pistol made on the same manufacturing line as the Dagger, but with their own twist. Different slide, a little bit different grip, lower, whatever. So different frame, different slide, better, like the different trigger, and it's going to be like sub $400 in these retail stores. Like, it's actually a pretty cool idea because a lot of people don't want to shop online. It's hard to get a Dagger. These are going to be available everywhere.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's coming out soon. There's two of them. There's like a duty model and a carry model, and it looked pretty cool. It felt good.
Nice. Ghost, did you see any like gun accessories that you were pretty psyched to check out?
Gun accessory?
Anything not specifically rifle or pistol? Like,
Not really, because I wasn't really looking. Most of my SHOT Show is meetings, so I actually didn't. I spent 20 minutes in the dungeon, where I usually spend about over half my time in the dungeon. I was just so busy. We had meetings all the time, and then we had a podcast live every day at the Bursa booth, so that cut 2 hours out of my day.
I saw that. How did that
Yeah,
go?
it was awesome. Yeah, yeah, they want to do it every year from now on. So, they pay for my trip to SHOT, so I'm okay with that. So
That's awesome.
yeah, but I didn't get a chance to really look around because, like I said, between the podcast and my meetings, this is the first year I didn't just have a time to just go and look as much, which is fine. Now you're talking about H&R. You know who owns H&R, right?
PSA.
Yeah. So little inside news: in the next month or two, there will be a PSA H&R Garen coming out. Just saying.
Really?
Wow.
Is this not common knowledge? Because I don't.
No,
It wasn't
I
there.
mean, it's not like it's private, but it's not common knowledge. I was
It is
talking to
now.
them, it is now. So in the next couple of months, be looking if they can get everything done right and machining and all of that, and they want to keep it at a decent price. There might be a Garen coming out.
New
Oh,
production.
that's very cool. One thing I noticed downstairs in the dungeon, there was a plethora of Chinese companies with really great looking thermal and night vision.
Yeah, I'll tell you one that they keep reaching out to me to work with them, and I haven't taken them up on it yet. I think it's Sightmark. They've got a thermal that's supposedly pretty decent. It's a digital thermal, but I don't know. I don't know if
There was
I'm
at least 7 companies.
Yeah.
And what's great is, the more competition, I'm sure there's only like one company in China making it, but the more competition out there.
Yeah, they all come from the same factory.
Yeah, maybe it'll drive the prices down because a buddy of mine just got an AGM Global, and it's bananas how cool that thing is.
They're very cool.
Yeah. Like thermal is something
a lot of the companies are using the same factory that ATN used forever with their thermal and all that stuff, and that factory's not owned by ATN, and they're actually branching. So you'll see a lot of companies with very quote unquote similar items.
Yeah, a company called One Leaf sent me a night vision scope, and man, it looks really good. It's like $300.
Yeah. Oh, one of the digital ones. Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
The cool thing about the digital stuff is you can record out of it, so that's pretty sweet.
Right.
Yeah. I have heard if you mount them to a helmet, though, they're not as fun because they're a little bit of latency. So it gets kind of dizzy after a while.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
a big
the
night
cheaper one.
guy.
Yeah, that's one part. That's only one part of the market, so it's interesting to see.
That's true, because I was looking through my buddy's thermal for about 20 minutes, and when I got off it, man, it took a while to adjust my eye because I was blinded in one eye.
Yeah,
but it's very
that's
good.
That's why we didn't. At least we had a choice of running, a bino for night vision or the mono, and I always run the mono, so I'd always have my natural night vision with my eye. If you run the binos where both eyes looking for the night vision, it can take a while to get used to it again. So I always ran a mono back in the day, back to my other life.
Back when he was kicking ass and taking names.
Something like that.
They call him the Ghost.
I'm a has-been, probably some people say it never was, but I'm definitely a has-been.
Never was.
Yeah, man. So you had some really good, who did you have on your lives at SHOT? You had some
man,
names on
we
there.
had a great lineup, man. Man, we had a ton. So what we try to do is it was an hour a day. We had 20-minute segments, 2 guests per segment. And what we try to do is we try to do an organization and an industry, because what we wanted to do is there's a lot of great organizations that need funding. So we try to marry them with an industry company. So these companies say, look, I like what you're doing. Maybe I can help out. We try to build that bridge between the nonprofits and the industry, because the industry just does their thing, and it's not that they don't care. It's just they're not aware of a lot of the organizations that are doing really good work. So for instance, we had a bunch of people. I don't even, top shot like Chris Chang. He's friends of. I mean, he came on. Tony Simon. We had a bunch of companies, but like the nonprofits, we had Riding Shotgun with Charlie, Walk the Talk America. Chris Chang had his thing. Tony Simon has his.
Right.
Man, I brought in some of my Marine buddies from back in the day that they're doing nonprofits, kind of give them some support as well.
Oh, cool.
So it was just, it was great. The lineup was phenomenal. I mean, we had 24 guests and it was great.
Dude, I feel really good about trying to give back to the 2A community. Like on my plane ride home, I met this guy, Chris, from NASA, North American Silhouette Shooting Association. And he does a lot of nonprofit stuff with like kids, getting kids in the shooting. And I'm going to go meet him tomorrow and see what I can do locally because he's local in Houston. So,
oh, good.
We're trying to help him out, get that started. They don't have enough kids in the program.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're trying to do. The whole purpose is they approached us back at NRAM and said, hey, would y'all be wanting to do a podcast live from the booth at SHOT? We're like, hell yeah. So
did you guys have to set anything up or did they set it all up for you?
So like they had an office for us with a table with electricity and everything, Wi-Fi there for us. They bought us brand new podcasting gear, plus paid for the house, the travel, and everything. So it was phenomenal.
Oh man, do you need a roadie next year?
Right? I need. We definitely need a. What do they call them? The grips. We need a couple grips.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. I mean, like I said, they had everything ready for us, and like they're like, okay, like, and we got done, and Rolf was like, all right, every year we're doing this, and we're gonna make it better next. Like next year, they're gonna get plexiglass instead of like walls. So when you walk by, you can see inside, and we're gonna get a big banner and have all our guests sign it, and then auction it off. And whoever buys the banner with all the autographs on it gets to choose the organization where that money gets donated to.
Very nice. I know cool. Otis had a really cool booth like that where you could see inside.
Yeah, and I mean it was nice, but it was enclosed, which was fun. It was great because the noise wasn't as bad. But he's like, "What do y'all do different?" I say, "Man, if you could do plexiglass instead of like walls, like people can see it, that'd be great." And he goes, "Yeah, we can do that." So, like, they're willing to spend the money on it, so let's do it.
You might have to cut down on the debauchery.
I think that's part of the charm,
Yeah, don't feed the animals. You can put a little sign up.
We called it the casting couch, so it's kind of funny,
That's funny. Don't feed the podcasters, no matter
what. That's right. Please do not feed the podcasters. No, it was fun. It was great. Like I said, we were just really busy, and when I didn't realize until the first day, it was like it's an hour podcast, but you got a half an hour setting up and half an hour taking all the stuff down, and it's like, okay, there's 2 hours gone in my day.
Can you streamline it at all?
Yeah, so like the last couple of days, like they also use that room for meetings, so it's not like we could keep the stuff set up. But what we did is we left the camera there, and left everything to where it was. The last few days was easier, but like it's not like we could just leave the podcast gear set up at the table because they were using those for meetings and stuff also. So I don't know, unless they just build a separate office to where they're not going to use it, then we can just keep the stuff set up. That'd be wonderful. But I'm not going to complain. I mean, I don't mind doing it. What we realize is that took 2 hours every day of shot away for doing other stuff. And that's kind of crunched schedules a little bit.
Yeah. Shot show time. You do that for 4 days, but still it goes by real fast.
Yeah. You take 2 hours away. That's brutal,
Yeah. So Kyle, did you meet anybody you wanted to meet or did you miss out on anybody?
No, I mean, I had some meetings with, no. So first, from a content or like an influencer or whatever perspective, there wasn't really anybody I really wanted to like run into. Well, of course, Smash Time, but
I was gonna say ass.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty light from a content creator perspective. I thought a lot of the big guys weren't there, but from a company perspective, I met with like. Of course, PSA. I met with HRT, who makes a really good plate carriers and a bunch of other products.
Chris is an old Marine brother of mine.
Oh, he's great. Chris is great. Yeah. I had an interview with him. Yeah.
Yeah. I've known him forever. Yeah.
They're coming out with stuff that no one else really has. They're coming out with some marker lights that you can put on your helmet. Yeah. You can also throw it on like a vest. You can throw it on a dog vest, whatever. And I thought that was kind of cool. Rechargeable marker lights that you can see through either night vision setting or see through in the night. They had who else did I meet up with? I met up with Radian. I never talked to them before. It was kind of neat learning about the Ramjet and the afterburner that they have set up. I don't know, just kind of moseyed around the floor, just seeing what Ruger had, seeing what Taurus had, what T-Sauce has a lot of cool stuff coming from Turkey, the usual stuff there. They're kind of making up like an MP5 clone. They're doing
They're
bringing
phenomenal.
they're bringing back a high point, not a high point. They're bringing back a
I was going to say
high power. Yeah,
a high point. Whoa, stop
from
the presses.
yeah. No, they're bringing out a Browning high power, but it's for the old Inglis brand, which is like an old World War II brand that was made for a long time. And I love a good high power, so that it felt really good. Looked
Gerson
really
makes
clean.
an awesome high power clone. And
Yep, Gerson's really cool.
One handgun of the year. Matter of fact.
Yeah, that's a great gun. You know, it's funny. So I go to SHOT. I have my friends from LA that I grew up with. They come out with me, and we're sitting in one aisle over by where were we at? Save Your Equipment. And they go, "Is anybody you want to meet?" I go, "Not really. Maybe Demo Ranch or something." And the dude was right behind me. I turned around and I was like, "No, I don't want to take the 5 steps." I'm like, "Yeah, I really kind of don't want to meet him." I was like, that's the only person I've never met at SHOT that I think would be.
You're not missing much.
Yeah.
And then Matt was right there, and then he's surrounded. He goes deep, man. He's always has like 6 people with him.
Oh yeah, he's a whole crew.
Matt likes to be noticed. Put it that way. I'll just put it that way. Matt's all about some Matt.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he does have really nice buttons. I'm just saying. No gay. He's got
It's okay to be a little bit gay.
A tiny bit.
Yeah. And look what I wear. I'm a little gay,
No. I always dig your outfits, man. But I mean, how do you top it every year? You just go a little snugger, a little tighter, and
so like for NRAM, my wife's already found something. She looks for ugly stuff. She knows that I don't care. I'll wear pretty much anything. And so like I got home and she's like, "Hey, I found something for Dallas," and I was like, "What?" And it's like it's like a sweatsuit, but it's like Japanese anime. It's so ugly. It's beautiful. It's pink. My favorite color is pink. But it's so ugly. It's beautiful. Like,
I love it. That sounds awesome.
I think
NRAM's going to be great this year. It's in Dallas. It's
that's my hometown, so I'm in.
It's just north of me by a little bit. So, are you going to go to NRA, Kyle?
When is it?
May.
It's end of May or beginning of May. I think it's end of May.
Probably. I had a great time a couple years ago.
I went.
I didn't go Indianapolis,
and it was wild.
Yeah, that place. The problem with Indianapolis was that nothing else happens there, and you try to go to NRAM, and it was like $500 a night for a hotel. We talked about that. It's just stupid expensive.
No, so Dan, the firearm guy, picked our hotel.
Go Airbnb. That's what we always do.
Yeah.
No, you'll like this. So Dan's like, "Hey, don't worry about it. I got my wife. She's got us a good deal on a hotel. We're gonna go. It's gonna be great." Okay, great, Dan. You get the hotel. I'll just pay you cash when we get there.
Oh no.
So he picks me up at the airport because he drove in, and I go, "How much do I owe you for the hotel?" $120. I go, "For 4 nights?" He goes, "Yeah, it's a good deal." It's like, Jesus, Dan, where are we staying?
Where are
we
we
go
at?
there, and I swear there's this white pregnant chick rapping with cigarette out of her mouth to her pimp in the parking lot. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not a great sign. Walk inside. We pay our $1 deposit for the hotel. And there's all these people cracked out shooting up in the lobby. And I'm like, okay, your room has to be okay. So we go up from the 3rd floor. The doors open, and there's this crackhead just laid out on the couch in the lobby, in the hallway with a needle. I'm like, what the fuck, Dan? And
hey, man,
I take my camera out right away.
You got a great deal on the room.
It's a great deal, though. Yeah.
So I took my camera out right away because it's like Deliverance. I'm gonna die in this hotel, and I'm recording, and there's stains all over the wall. And I'm like, geez. I get to the hotel room, and I put my bags in the shower because I don't want to put them on the carpet. And I just slept on top of the blankets all 3 nights.
Did you bring a black light?
No way.
You probably don't want to know what's in that black light.
Bro, that was a disco show if you put a black light out. And he goes, "Oh, I love it. It's great. It's a fantastic hotel." I'm like, "Dan, you're a lunatic. This hotel was terrible. So no more."
Yeah, we started using Airbnb or VRBOs, whatever. We started renting houses back in 2019, and I'll never go back to a hotel. It's so much easier.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky because my friends get me comp rooms in Vegas
Yeah,
because, they just gamble a lot. So
yeah,
last 2 shots, I haven't had to pay anything.
right.
And that's a huge cost.
It is.
Oh, huge. Yeah,
So
that's
technically,
too much
this live stream is sponsored by Aaron and Cheryl. Thank you.
There you go.
There you go. You got to take care of your people.
You got to take care of them.
Flying Rich says, the last time I took a hotel recommendation from Dan, I got bed bugs. I believe it, man. That's sketchy. Dan does not give a shit. He's old school.
Well, Crash and Rich also got a hotel at Circus a few years ago, so you can only take that for so long.
Oh man.
In his defense,
He didn't know it was his first shot, so we didn't know that Circus is trash.
in his defense, I think someone got him that room.
Yeah, Crump got him that room, but still, I was like, you know what?
I didn't want to name Crump out, man.
I have no problem calling Crump out.
It was gnarly. Circus. So I grew up in LA, and we used to go to Vegas all the time. And even in '97, Circus was a shithole.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, we went there all the time. We go up there about 2 weekends a month from Pendleton, and yeah, I'd rather stay at a Motel 6 than Circus. I'm not lying.
I think the carpet was moving the last time we walked through there.
It was so gross, man. Circus was always like gnarly.
Well, it's funny. I think, like you said, maybe in the '90s they're trying to push for like a water park. They're pushing for, which might still be open. They're pushing for the swinging trapeze, and they had arcades. Like, but then you go there now and everything is like moldy and falling apart. You're like, when are you gonna knock this down? I guess people stay there for the $20 a night, but it's crazy.
Okay, so NRAM in Houston and Dallas, is going to be the 17th, 18th, and 19th of May.
Yeah, I'll try to go. I don't think we have anything going on.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's nice because usually I got to play hooky from work.
Yeah, that's good. Take like a day off or something.
Yeah.
And the good thing is Friday is the time you really want to get there because there's not a whole lot of public there.
Oh,
so you get a lot of your work done. And then Saturday and Sunday is a madhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, I think since it's in Dallas, I think we're gonna go up early Thursday, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and just kind of hang out. I'll bring my kids. The NRA, I always take my whole family. It's a lot of fun.
Why not?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's a good show. Oh, how was that?
I don't like the NRA, but I like the show.
Exactly. No, that's what it's all about. How was the Tulsa gun show, the world's largest gun show? You went there.
Great. Ghost, you go to that every year too, right?
I go there at least once, if not both times, since 2017. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really get any good deals on anything, but
you're not going. It's a gun show, So
well, you used to. The first time I went, I was getting.
You can find deals. You can find deals, but they're not all over the place. Yeah. Now the best time to get deals is about Sunday around lunchtime because no one wants to take their stuff home with them, so they're willing to get rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, 100%. And you know what's so funny? So my son went with me last time, and he wanted Pokemon cards, and I'm like, buddy, there's nobody that's gonna have Pokemon cards at this Tulsa show.
They got everything.
And so he brought all his money with him. He's a saver, not like me. So he had like $200 in cash with him, and we ran to these kids that are local, and they had this giant table of Pokemon cards. And dude, we left with $200 in Pokemon cards.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I had the price guide out on my phone, and
he probably made money on them too. I bet.
What's that?
He probably made money on them. I bet.
He got some really good deals. Like he's jacked. Pokemon cards. I can't talk. I got a room full of comic books. Looks like a 12-year-old works out of this office. So, Shot, is there anything? All right, let me ask you both a question. For someone that's new, so say someone's watching this, they want to go to SHOT Show, and they're going for their first time. Is there any advice you would give to a first-time SHOT Show person?
Be fluid. You got to be fluid. Don't set too many appointments. That was my first mistake. My first year was 2017. I think I scheduled 27 different appointments, and I never got to see SHOT. I got on the plane ride that Friday, And I was like, I never saw shot because I was running back and forth between so many appointments. Now I don't set any appointments till Wednesday after lunch. I spend the first day and a half, doing what I need to do, saying hi to everybody and all of that. But just be
Yeah.
fluid, because if you set yourself up with too many appointments and all of that, you're not going to enjoy it. You're just going to be running around. So I'd say just be fluid. Let it happen as it happens. Schedule 5 or 6, because undoubtedly you're going to find 10 more companies that you never even heard of that you want to spend time with. But if you have everything already scheduled out, you won't have time for them. So just be fluid.
What about you, Kyle?
No, I agree with that for one, because not only that, you're going to go and zigzag across while staring at your phone trying to figure out where this stuff is.
Yeah, I only had 5 meetings my first SHOT Show, and my wife went with me. And maybe it worked out for the best, because she no longer wants to go to SHOT Show. She's like, no, I'm not zigzagging around that stupid thing. And I burned up my first 2 days, literally just running back and forth, and it was terrible. So Ghost is 100% correct. Just stay fluid. Like, when the only people I had a for sure time slot was PSAs, because I always make a PSA video first. Other than that, it's a waste of time.
Yeah, the only people I scheduled meetings with were my sponsors, and I have to make those meetings, so I got to renegotiate for the next year. But I probably stopped by maybe half a dozen booths, just walking by, going, "Hey, that looks something pretty cool." But like I said, I didn't have as much time as I normally did. But typically, I just kind of keep my schedule open at least till Wednesday at lunchtime, just so I can go look around and find new brands, new products that I want to, talk to. But yeah, I made that mistake, and I'll never make that mistake again. I'll never go and book 27 different interviews and all that, because it's not worth it. It's really not.
Oh yeah, Rich has a good point. Wear comfortable shoes. If you're not used to
Yeah.
walking, I walked 87,000 steps in 4 days this year.
Yeah, I average 12 and a half miles a day from Monday through Friday.
Yep.
Isn't that bananas?
Especially if you stay on the strip. I was going to mention that shoe thing, because if you stay on the strip, you're walking to and from the show, to dinner, back from dinner. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, next year I scored rooms at Palazzo, so I'm right there.
Right there. Good.
And I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful for my friends. So
No, that's
next
a big
year, staying right there. That's going to cut down 20, 30 minutes of walking a day.
Yep.
Easy. And then I could just throw my shit in the room, or if I want to take a break or take a nap or something, because that show will beat you up. So Rich has a good, I brought 2 pairs of shoes this year.
I brought 5.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But I
got
wear different shoes, different outfits, but and not comfortable shoes, but also broken in shoes. Please.
Yeah.
I saw too many people taking brand new shoes. I'm like, you're gonna regret that decision.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, I went to this Fleet Feet place in Houston. I said, hey, what's your best shoe for a fat person? They go, oh, without a doubt, these Brooks, blah, blah, blah. Fucking sold. Wrap those bitches up. And then I wore them 6 or 7 times before shot. And then, man, they were so comfortable.
Good.
Yeah, Brooks are good. Brooks and Skechers are pretty good.
I had on
Hokas. I wore a couple different pair of Hokas. Hokas are great for SHOT Show.
Hokas are good shoes. Yeah, Hokas are good, but I'm going fat guy specific. So the Monster Cloud for On Cloud, those are good, and then these Brooks seem to be doing the trick. So
another tip would be to pack light, because there's so much swag and patches and all that. Like, it adds up.
That's a good point. Well, my wife, I'm pretty much banned from bringing shit home, because the first year I had 2 of those SAR bags full. I couldn't say no to anything. Like Savior gave out pistol bags, and I was like, sure, I'll take a pistol bag. I was like, I should just give it away. I don't want it.
Yeah. No,
my bag was 49 pounds. It was 1 pound away from being 50, me paying more to get on the flight.
Yeah, my first year I was way over 50s. I grabbed it. I don't grab swag anymore, but my first couple of years, my first year I did, and I actually ended up having to take a box full of the swag and ship it home. So it was cheaper to do that than pay $100 for over 50 pounds.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just picked up some patches for a shop out here that they're moving, so they didn't get a chance to go to shop this year. So I just grabbed like a dozen really cool patches, and that's it. I didn't bring anything else. Screw that. Nice. All right. So SHOT Show was a success for Ghost. Kyle, was it a success?
Oh yeah, I think yeah, lots of good meetings. Like I said, I filmed about maybe a dozen videos that'll be sprinkled in the next few days, and yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. Well, I did learn one thing. If you have a booth at SHOT and you want everyone to stop, get a puppy and put it in your booth because that's clutch, man. The Grizzly had a little Rottweiler puppy and put him in the coolers. And I swear to God, people couldn't get enough of these little dogs. It was amazing. It was really cool. I got a video of them coming out too.
Good.
Yeah.
No, that's clever.
Yeah. You need a puppy. That's it. Just need a puppy.
Yep.
All right. Well, Ghost, you got a live stream tomorrow, right? What time is your live stream?
7 Central. Yeah, 7 Central.
All right. I'll put a link to your channel below if anybody wants to see his. And then when he goes live, I'll give you a plug on my YouTube. What do you call it? Yeah. But yeah, if you're not a subscriber to Ghost Tactical, definitely subscribe. It's a good dude. Kyle from Gear Know How. If you want to know how to use your gear, you got to go on Kyle from Gear Know How. Hey, real quick, Kyle, before you go, you were getting into like some camping stuff. Are you still doing that angle on your channel?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We still have we got rooftop tents. We got new stoves in. We got Jackery battery packs and solar chargers. Yeah. We still dabble.
Dude, that's cool stuff. I'd love to get more into that.
Well, it's cool. So it's a cross-platform. So for one thing, I've always, gear, firearms, all that tactical stuff. But from a prepping standpoint as well, like not just like extreme prepper, but for like the power outages, for a hurricane, for a storm, whatever it is. Like we had the power out like 6 months ago for like 2 days out of nowhere from a random thunderstorm. And sure enough, we had the Jackery, we had a projector, we could throw things on the iPad for the kids to watch. Like it's crazy. Like there's all this cool stuff. Like a little projector like that's like this big with a built-in speaker, and that kind of stuff really really helps with.
Which Jackery do you have?
I got the 1000 Explorer, and I have the like the 250 that we have like just around the house for phones and stuff.
I think I have I think they have like an 800.
Yeah, they have like 800 as well. Yeah,
that's the one I have. That thing is awesome,
dude. They last. They last forever.
What's cool is the 800. We plugged our fridge into it when we had the last power outage, and it ran the fridge for about almost 35 minutes, and it got everything nice and cool again, and then it died. But still, I mean, it saved all of our food.
Yeah, keep it going. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much, Ghost man. Thanks, I appreciate it. I wish I could have seen you face. And I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I was everywhere, bro. It's just I was talking with some buddies today, and like, man, I saw you once in passing, and it was just everyone was busy, and that's good. Busy means money,
Yeah, I saw you once in the media room, and you're getting ready to take off, and I was getting there to steal muffins.
Yeah, that's right.
I filled my backpack.
Yeah.
Dude, I filled my backpack full of muffins.
Which,
hey,
eggs.
What's up with the media room and their chintzy breakfast now? What the hell?
That's
terrible.
When I started going, man, it was awesome. But they also had a big sponsor for it, and I'm not so sure that they're either not charging as much, so they're not giving as much. But man, it used to be a spread for breakfast and lunch, and now
I know.
Yeah, the after COVID one, that's my first one, and they had a really nice breakfast up there.
Yep, and it had drinks throughout the day. Now I feel like breakfast is it.
Yeah,
they don't do anything anymore. Yeah,
they had a media breakfast on like Wednesday morning. Did you go to that?
Yeah, I went my first year, and I didn't go. Haven't been back since.
Yeah, I swang through. I ran through there this time, and I mean it's like the same thing. I had like eggs and bacon, and pancakes.
And they did because they sent me an email, and as soon as I got the email, I tried to sign up for it, and it was already overbooked.
Oh, it was packed. Yeah, I showed up at like 7 o'clock or something. Yeah,
you gotta jump on free food, man.
Terrible.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you coming on. Everyone in the chat, make sure you stop whatever you're doing, subscribe to Gear No House, subscribe to Ghost Tactical. They'd greatly appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber of mine, please subscribe to me. Thank you guys.